between these two is right.
That's an extra seats up here.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the meeting. We are the Columbia Space Initiative. I'm Ian, co-president.
Oh, I'm Leon, and I was the Rockets work director for the last year.
I'm Neil. I'm your Capcom Club secretary.
I'm Christina, one of the technical missionaries.
I'm Joy Rabat. I'm judge.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm the Balloons Mission Director.
I'm here, I'm the webmaster.
I'm Tomasz, I'm just a technical mission.
And we also go by CSI. So we are a student-run space community and technical club. I'd like to consider us an up-and-coming club. We were founded last year, and in that past year we got a lot of stuff done, which we're going to talk about today. And we're also going to talk about what we're going to be doing this year and how you guys can get involved. This is our advisor, Professor Mike Massimino, former astronaut, went to space twice on 2 different shuttle missions, and thank him for impetus from the Hubble because he loved physics.
Hey guys, if you want to sit down, there's like empty seats up here. One over there, two over here.
Yeah, Philip.
And yeah, just because that way we can also move forward.
That's not the priority.
So, this last year we had a lot of missions. We call our technical projects missions because we're space development and things like that.
We're like NASA.
Everyone up here is going to talk a little bit about those. And on the right, you see some of the stuff we'd like to do this year. Some of these are guaranteed to happen, some of these are potentially happening, depending on who's able to step up and lead. We got a lot going on. So what is the mission? Again, it's a technical project. We're sort of structured in a way that lets missions arise when there's people that are interested, and then allows them to go to completion and finish up pretty nicely. It fits into our structure well that way. Now, anyone can propose a mission, by the way, any member of the club. It takes a month of being in a mission to become a full club member, or initially reading up and initially propose to become a full club member. Once you are a club member, you yourself can propose a mission and get a team together to work on technical projects and help out.
Great, okay, so hi. Once again, my name is Jake. I'm the High Altitude Balloon Mission Director. So basically we're launching weather balloons up to about 120,000 feet or 30,000 meters. This allows us to send instruments and sensors and such to altitudes that you can't even get with the slide plane. The E2 slide plane flies at around 8,000 feet. So we launched our first weather balloon last year in the spring semester. We got up to about 108,000 feet out of those. And we broke the top 100 world record, worldwide record. Holy crap! Say that 10 times fast. Worldwide record for highest altitude weather balloons. So we're trying to go up higher and higher every single time, and also at the same time trying to do cooler things every single time we launch weather balloons. So this allows us to send atmospheric sensors, cameras, obviously, like cool shots like these. Yeah, any other like experiment you can think of. So this year we're hoping to launch one every semester. The thinking is that since we already have one under our belt, we should be able to get weather balloons off the ground a lot easier now. But if you want to come join our mission and think of other things that we can put on these balloons and send them up here and get cool pictures, get cool video, get cool data. We launched the ozone sensor last year, but it failed. So yeah, so join the mission if you're like interested in this kind of stuff. And the cool thing about this is it's a wide range of what do you call it, majors as well. Like it's electrical engineering, the sensors, computer science, you have programming, mechanical because like the actual things that go up there. Physics, atmospheric science, anything. And this is a payload we had from last year. So basically GoPro with Rory on the other side. So you get a really cool footage of Rory like kind of spinning. Like it's really, yeah, like the earth underneath. Yeah, it's fantastic. And we also have some sensors and stuff. But yeah, enjoy it. It's awesome.
Okay, so hey guys, as I was saying, I'm Leon, and I was the Rockets director for last year. This year I'll be leading a challenge. It's called the NASA Langley Aeronautics Challenge. If you've ever wanted to make like design your own commercial airliner, this is the challenge for you. So basically, the breakdown of the challenge is you want to design a completely new aircraft that not only reduces noise, but it also lowers emissions and it uses less fuel. So those are the three main things you want to focus on. And you can see like these are some of the winners from past years. This is 2015 Georgia Tech. This is 2013 Virginia Tech, I believe. Yeah, but hopefully Columbia is going to win that 2016 one. So the timeline is notice of intent, February 1st, 2017. So we have some time, but not a lot of time. So we need to really hit the ground running when we can. The notice of intent is just telling them we want to do this challenge. Then the paper is due June 1st. That's like the final deadline. The completed paper should be due then. Should be completed then and turned in. And the awards are pretty awesome. Like you get to not only present at this end of the year NASA symposium with all these other experts on aeronautics and airliners, but you also get to tour NASA facilities. You can interact with, like I said, like professionals in the field who know what they're talking about, who like airplanes and who likes aviation. And there's also possibilities for summer internship. So I know 2013, this design, they were doing a firefighter challenge with UAS. I can't remember what that is right now, but it's basically, they got to work with the UAS, they got summer internships, so if you want to work at NASA, like, this is a great challenge to do. Oh, and last year I was also a rockets director, so I'll talk about that, like what we did last year. This is a rockets, unfortunately we don't have it with us right now. Trust me, it's very sexy. Last year, we were awarded through the ESC project grant, Engineering Student Council project grant, we were able to construct an F-class rocket. And we launched with the Rad Rocketeers. They're a group based in New Jersey. They have really cool equipment, lots of rocket launches, lots of knowledge, and they were kind enough to let us use their space last year to launch. And it's going to be really great to work with them again this year. We successfully launched and retrieved the rocket. It's actually much harder to successfully retrieve something than it is to launch it. There's a lot of failures that can happen, like the parachute not launching or not deploying, and other complications. And so my agenda for last year was basically achieve up to level 3 certification. So as I was saying, last year's rocket was an F-class rocket. That's basically the highest power rocket you can get without certification legally. So this year we're hoping to rise up level 1, level 2, level 3. So what the certifications do is basically there's F-class rockets, but then you have the whole range of the alphabet. So you got F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S. Once you get to O, it's not model rockets anymore. It's actual fucking rockets. It's big boy rockets. So we want to get up there. We want to get to level 3. We want to get those big boy toys.
Are you guys okay in the back, or are there people outside?
No, we're not okay.
Squeeze in, get comfortable.
Actually, wait, guys. On this side of the room, do you mind spreading out either this way or that way?
Someone managed to get the most inefficient chair set.
Actually, these 3 people go this way, not that way.
There you go.
Great. There's 2 chairs right up here, and also
It's very comfortable and arguably.
Yeah, come on the road.
This.
they're big chairs. I would sit there.
Yeah, scooch up a little bit, guys.
More up?
If you don't mind, sit on the ground. That way, other people can see.
Okay, so as I was saying, we want to achieve level 3 certification, and certification is done through multiple certified launches. So the more launches we can get in, the better, and the more cool stuff we'll be able to do. And eventually, why we want to get to level 3 certification is we want to go up to sounding rockets. Sounding rockets are basically really nice rockets that go up super high, and they have really cool sensors in them. Last year we did have a sensor, we had an altimeter, but it actually snapped off during launch. So the rocket, I guess, was too fast for its own good. So yeah, in the future we'll have cooler sensors, we'll have better height, and yeah, it'll be really cool.
So this year we're looking for someone new to head up rockets, and Leon is going to be a great mentor for that. He's still around to help you guys out.
I'll still be around. As I was saying, I was rockets director, but I'm stepping down this year. So if you want to take over, you gotta fight me.
Dr. G, next mission. This is also one of the missions we did last year. That was co-led by myself and Tomasz, who's sitting in this corner, right? It's open right now for grabs the position. If you want us to challenge, then step up, become a leader. The point of the challenge. It is run by Johnson Space Center down in Houston, Texas, and it is meant to help astronauts with the upcoming asteroid redirect mission. Has anyone heard of it before? Know what it is? Oh, yeah, want to explain what it is?
Taking an asteroid and then bring it into Earth's orbit or the Moon's orbit, so astronauts can study it.
Moon's orbit. Yep, correct. You get a gold star, right? So to do that, we need to use tools that have not been created yet. So different colleges do this challenge proposed by NASA, where they take one of the descriptions and build and design and manufacture a tool. The three proposed challenges this year are the asteroid anchoring device, which is meant to be handheld by an astronaut and to let an astronaut anchor to the asteroids to be able to walk in it and take samples. The next one is a subsurface sampling device, in which case it will vary about 1 millimeter into the surface and take a piece of 20 blocks and contain it. And the last one is surface sampling device, which is similar to the last one, no difference, that will just scrape some rocks and dust out of the ground and then contain it. Here are the dates for the challenge. They're coming up very quick. So if you're interested in leading it, you should probably keep track of the dates and also ask myself and Tomasz for any advice we can give you. Next. Last year we did the asteroid anchoring one, which was a success. We were accepted to go test it at the NBL, and NBL stands for the National Buoyancy Laboratory, which is vertical based. It's basically the biggest pool on the entire planet, where astronauts train for their space missions because the water simulates low gravity conditions. So we were able to take our tool into the pool and to be tested by the astronauts. You can see it here. This is our final design. This is myself and Gordy directing the test from the control room. Our advisor, Mr. Muir, came down with us. He used to train there for his own flight missions, so we had lots of friends there. He was able to take us into all kinds of cool tours. So we went to see the Bigelow, which is the inflatable habitat for the ISS. We also went to see the facility, which contains the largest amount of extraterrestrial material. So moon rocks, and we got to see them. But that doesn't unfortunately. And also, as other benefits, we got to greatly improve our machining abilities, designing abilities, technical report writing abilities. There's also always a pre-professional session where they look at your resumes, your possibilities and internships. And this is kind of cherry on top of the cupcake results, where you can see astronauts in full regalia underwater about to test our tour. So yeah, upper grabs in this mission is super fun and super rewarding.
Hey, so I'm here to talk about another cool mission that CSI did this past year.
What's your name?
I'm James. I'm Director of Outreach, sophomore in CC. So RASCO, also known as Revolutionary Aerospace Systems Concept Hyphen Academic Linkage. And so RASCO has been going on for a number of years. The goal is basically to get undergraduates to think of innovative ideas that NASA could eventually apply down the road. And they always have many very cool themes from year to year. And this past year, we did this theme about designing a manned mission with a crew of 4, sending them to the Martian moon Deimos. Deimos is one of 2 moons of Mars, and it's the outermost moon of Mars. So yeah, why would you go to Deimos instead of Mars? Well, it would be a good proving ground for many key technologies for the eventual mission to Mars, and it's a good stepping stone for them. So for our mission design, we had to come up with we had to think of lots of different aspects, like the timeline, the budget, $34 billion, just some casual cash, and also habitat modules. For example, this hab would be able to self-drill itself into the microgravity, would be able to self-drill itself into the regolith of Deimos, so that would help anchor it in the microgravity conditions, and also shield it from radiation. We also had to come up with designs for exploration vehicles. This is our Deimos exploration vehicle based off of NASA's space exploration vehicle, and this is the Tomasz hopper designed by Tomasz over here. So this uses internal flywheels and also a cold gas thruster system to hop in the microgravity. So we were very fortunate to be invited to the RASCO Forum this past summer in Cape Canaveral, Florida, and it was us, a couple of CC students and Mo, and also Peru. Versus like aerospace teams and MIT and stuff, but it was a good underdog challenge. And half beach, half Mars. So we were able to be presented with the guest starring the Line Club. So thanks, Christina and Tomas. And yeah, and it was overall a very fun experience. So. Oh yeah, we also were able to see a successful launch of a rocket. and also tour the SpaceX facilities in Cape Canaveral and the NASA Kennedy Space Center. And this is before the anomaly with Space Center. So this year they have another suite of very interesting themes that you guys can choose from. So 4 of them. So the first one is a lightweight exercise suite. So astronauts in the ISS need to be able to exercise, keep themselves healthy. An airlock design, a commercially available low Earth orbit / Mars module, and a logistics delivery system. And because it's the 100th year anniversary of NASA Langley, they're having a special edition of Rascal in conjunction with regular Rascal. So this special conjunction Rascal is about Mars ice drilling. So over the course of a year, you will design hardware to extract water from ice in the Martian subsurface. And if you end up being one of the 8 teams invited to test out your hardware, they have a simulation of Martian surface, which you would see whether you can extract ice from that.
So last year, we sent out a proposal for what NASA calls the CSI Launch Meeting. So they'll give you an all-expenses-paid trip on a rocket to launch a CubeSat into space. If you don't know what a CubeSat is, it's a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter by 11.5 centimeter little box. It's a standardized way to make satellites that allows them to be launched more easily and integrated more easily onto the rocket, and they're becoming pretty huge right now. So last year we sent a proposal. Unfortunately, we weren't selected, but got a lot of good feedback from the judges, and we're considering doing it again this year. This one's also up for grabs. Find a mission leader, and we have a past mission lead with us still, who's going to be a great mentor of some of the steps up to take them.
Also, wait, just to go back.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, well, go back a slide. Yeah. So that due date right there, November 22nd, that's describing a design. Like you don't have to build a CubeSat by that time. It's more like you have to have a description for what you want to put in space, and just like the basic instruments you would have on the satellite. So that's not like that crazy to do in this timeline. That's actually very doable if you're interested in designing a CubeSat.
Just various design ideas.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Who knows what NASA's Valkyrie robot is? I'm more interesting. So Valkyrie is NASA's 300-pound humanoid robot. It's a massive 6-foot-something humanoid robot that they've designed first for the DARPA Robotics Challenge, but now for extraplanetary exploration. So it's 44 degrees of freedom, a massive robot that can perform humanoid tasks. And if you go to the next slide, the give of that is NASA needs people to program it, because the software part of this challenge is so intimidating. So the NASA Space Robotics Centennial Challenge, another Centennial Challenge, involves Columbia students programming this robot by December 10th. And for those of you who maybe are wondering if you're not really interested in maybe machine design or electrical engineering or something like that, this task involves a lot of computer vision, a lot of artificial intelligence. You're programming a NASA robot. So we need a team lead for this thing. It's a massive task, it's a lot of technical complexity. We have to register by October 2nd, so less than a month from now. The incentive, aside from the fact that you're programming a robot, is like rewards of $1 million. Right? So I don't think I need to explain anything more about that. I think I put payment forward out there at this point. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So this is a new mission that came into our radar this summer. So basically, there are satellites orbiting the Earth right now that are open to amateur radio communication. So basically, the United States has, I guess, allocated a certain band of radio waves so that amateur radio operators can, communicate with each other, do cool stuff. And part of this involves actually communicating and tracking a satellite that's currently orbiting Earth. So this mission is open for a new mission leader. We haven't done anything about this yet, but it just sounded like a really cool mission, and I just hope that someone can step up and take it. If you've ever been interested in like radio communications or amateur radio at all, this is a great way to get into that because you need to get a ham radio license. It's really easy.
Operations, cool. Okay, you notice that so far, like we've been talking about how we need people to be mission leaders, and in I guess a less sexy way than Leon's mission, this is another mission that we need leading for. So, event planning, fundraising, industry relations, all the back-end stuff that happens to make this club work. You know, we need money to build rockets and robots and all that sort of thing. Industry relations, we're bringing SpaceX to Columbia, I believe, soon, right? So, we're like, yeah, exactly.
Get your resumes ready.
So you can thank us for that. Event planning, we organized the extreme engineering talks. We had a talk with Professor Massimino last year. You've got a talk on the spacewalker. So all these events are really cool, and they exist because we have somebody who works on that. So if you're interested in making all these things happen, please hit us up about operations.
Yeah, we actually have a leader for this. He needs people to help him out in certain areas. So again, a lot of stuff going on here that you could potentially talk about.
And outreach is also a big component of our club. We want to inspire the next generation and apply all the science and engineering we learn to teach other people. So throughout the year, we've held many workshops and classes. For example, this was at the Intrepid Museum, Sea and Space Museum. This was at the New York Hall of Science. So this year, we hope to continue these and expand to more schools. So if you're interested in joining the outreach team, interested in volunteering, or even helping out with graphic design, please just let me know. And graphic design, by the way, will also be underneath the publicity director role, which will be on the next slide. And the slide after that.
So an event we actually have coming up pretty soon is something we've been working with in the mechanical engineering department on. We have someone from the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Lab. They're pretty similar to the Jet Propulsion Lab, where they make spacecraft and satellites, that kind of thing. Here to talk about rovers and extraterrestrial explorers. So again, that is Thursday, this Thursday. And we've sponsored tons of talks like this in the Extreme Engineering Initiative. For example, like Neil was saying, we had astronauts come on campus, a NASA geologist, all kinds of interesting people. So check it out.
What did this guy do at the Applied Physics?
He's robotics.
Plus, in addition to tech talks, we also have all sorts of space-related talks. Like, for example, we had a space policy panel last year, which with people from DC to help talk about space policy. So hit up your econ poly side, or if you are econ.
Cool. So we have various board openings. Some mission positions are filled, but the others that we pitch to you are, we're treating it like if people are able to come forward and provide a team, we'll be able to do it. So we're going to send out an email within the next few days, letting you guys volunteer, put your names up for positions you'd like to get involved with. And then we'll be doing a sort of interview process, not super formal, don't freak out about it, we just want to see like, what your plans are, what you're interested in this mission. And someone want to mention the publicity director position?
Yes. So, and before I do that, all of these missions, you can also currently sign up for them if you go to columbiaspace.org, and it's just the first link right here. But yeah, the publicity director. So essentially, showing ourselves out to the world through Facebook, Instagram, and possibly YouTube if people are interested in doing video. It takes a lot of hard work, and we need someone whose position it is to literally devote themselves. So it's like for every event we're doing, and also for what we're getting involved with to kind of show progress to the Columbia community, we'd like to publish it through social media. And yeah, so we like someone who can specifically do that. It's not like a 24/7 job where like I'm gonna text you at 4 a.m. to tell you like I just finished part 2 of my project. Like it's not that crazy. But it should be a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it. And also, if you like doing video, like that's my personal favorite. If we could have like a video of the week or something like that, which is like what we're up to or something that excites us, that would be like my dream.
And graphic design.
Yes. Sorry.
And I think last year we got retweeted by the guy that made the chocolate rain video. That's
Yes.
right.
Oh yeah.
I've been on the So yeah, fill out the online web form, columbiaspace.org, click sign in and indicate stuff you're interested in. We'll be sending out an email soon, again, with opportunities to get involved in leadership positions, but you don't have to lead in this club. Like there is a ton of stuff you can do. working on which just as a general plan.
Actually, real quick,
Yeah.
I put the board application on the website also.
Oh, it's on the sign in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Well, not the, it's a separate button. But it's
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll send out an email reminder. Cool. So thanks for coming, guys. We got a video right after this, and as per tradition, does the rocket launch at the end of the slides. Yes, it does.
No anomalies.
Can someone hit the lights over there?
Thank you.
Audio.
Like,
Stop the video. Audio first.
We got it.
We got it. A little loud.
Cool. You need the lights.
Make sure to sign up on our website for the newsletter. It's get an email about all the
Yesterday's
results.
side work for sign in, and we'll be sending out email reminders because we got all your emails now, and now you're locked in like telling you what's going on. So thanks for coming.
Thank you.
To ask us questions.
Yeah, we can answer any questions about any missions. That's what I'm talking about. Outreach. Great.